y'all hear me? Alright, so we're live, y'all. Okay. This thing shows my name there. I guess pretty cool. Anyways, so can y'all hear me? I'll put it everywhere. Actually, on this is on X. So now you could pop out the chat. I think. Can y'all hear me? Pop out the chat. Put it down here somewhere. Okay. Alright, anyways, guys. So we have the chat there and so on. I'm just gonna move this over here. Alright, yeah. Alright, guys. Yeah, sounds good. Roddy Matrix says good, and I'll put it everywhere else. So here's Rumble. Can y'all hear me? Odyssey. Can y'all hear me? I'll put the Rumble one maybe here, so it's visible in both. And then this is the Odyssey. And BitChute. Okay, we're just posting everywhere, guys. Okay, and then this is that one. I think I just did that. X. Okay, should be there. Can y'all hear me? But I just posted that. Okay, so yeah, anyways, guys, so today's gonna be another we're gonna continue on with the Ionel Dinu stuff unless people have other math related questions and all that jazz. Anyways, guys, yeah, it's pretty epic stuff. There's a threadcast link to the threadcast if you get used to yeah, so if you're what's it called? Yeah. Oh, someone's messaging. Okay, the doctor's messaging me. Interesting. Okay, yeah, the doctor's messaging me. All right. So, anyways, this is a threadcast. I'll be posting any links, info, photos in here as well as that I do on the Telegram, and I'll open up the Telegram. And also, yeah, Rory Matrix. Thanks for getting me in touch with the total disclosure guy. So, looks like we might do a UFO that Monsters were small. Yeah, I heard about all these toasted cars. Like, what in the world's going on there? All right, so that's something to look at. But again, there's conspiracy is everywhere. So I messaged Total Disclosure podcast, so try to get him on the show. So there's a chance he'd be on it this Saturday or maybe a different one. But anyways, what I'm gonna do now is quickly go to my Telegram, open it up, do my usual thing, and here, okay, this is me and Attila or 29,000 tons thermite talking about yeah, the spooks and their involvement with kids again. Even this Jason Reza Georgiani guy. What in the world is he dealing with Astrid Forbes? I'm like, when it's all with Astrid Forbes, because I actually listened to him a tiny bit before when he was talking to that other guy, Michael Desarian or whatnot. So yeah, interesting stuff. But he kind of jumped the shark with the whole Satanism stuff and the other jazz. Anyways, and Astrid Forbes. I don't know which one's worse. All right, so I'm gonna open this up. I'll open up this, and I'll open up in a new tab this one here. So open up this, and just for searching stuff, I'll put it like this. And yeah. All right, and I also have the timer here, so we're gonna go to noon. So anyways, and I'll go open up the Ionel Dinu stuff. Ionel Fundamentals of a Theory Part 4, and yeah, it's gonna be some epic stuff. And also, I think maybe for a different stream. I might try to do the Fractal Woman stuff. So she had some epic posts. So she's sort of making all of her software open source. Okay, I finally understood orbitals. Oh, this one 11 months ago. She posted this. Just got my electron orbital program using Schrodinger's equation work results. Yeah, so she did this, and then she posted right here. She's saying that I think she said something about. She's making all of her images, I mean, all of her software free. It was just like open now. Yeah, this one here. This is the ferrocell one. Send this to Ken Wheeler from the that ferrocell guy. So in the spirit of Christmas, I've decided to finally share my ferrocell code with you. I had ChatGPT refactor it to be compatible with MagPyLab. I also had IT put all the code into one file instead of three and document the code as much as possible. I put it into Appendix B of my mystifying paper here. So this is gonna be a pretty epic, guys. And then you can actually see the ferrocell, like literally the program of it. This is the one. I'm gonna copy this. So part 4. I'm gonna put this here. So again, definitely, I might do a full show just trying to get that code set up. So again, this is what these Wednesday streams are gonna be for. The Wednesday streams are literally for forcing myself to do math, science, like technical stuff because we gotta produce free energy, another level because The other, because basically the other alt media people talking about free energy and so on, I don't trust them. To be polite, so you can, but also not just I don't trust them, but I also I think it requires something. It requires like MES next level intellect on this because I tackle it from like I force myself to learn the nitty gritty, especially the mathematics of this. Anyways, so that's this part here. Anyways, so that's fundamental. I'm gonna see where did I leave off last time? I think I left off. Yeah, I think I left off if the lithium. Anyways, but before we get to that, I think okay, these were links here, and also yeah, I had a comment actually from the MES science guy. No STEM. Yeah, this guy here. Yeah, he was asking me about his the paper here. He was asking ResearchGate. I'll say. Do you think missing any variables? Yeah, he was asking about this paper that he made. I think he sent the paper somewhere. Where did the paper go? Oh, so then he emailed it. I'll open it 1 second. Anyways, guys, if you guys have any math science related questions, let me know. And also it's almost New Year, so buckle up. I know the new. No, this one is yeah. 1 second. Math QA. This was the paper that he sent. I'm just opening up the paper. I'll show like this. Okay, this paper. Where's the paper that he opened up? Telegram. Unified one. Okay, there's a unified thingy there. So I'll just reply to it now. So basically he started off with this giant equation. Action principle. I think yeah, this one here, and then he basically he starts off with this giant equation. Is this, and then basically simplifies it for any specific case. But again, this stuff is a bit beyond me. I think I'm missing any variables. The equation is very interesting. It's a bit beyond the stuff I have covered. I've only looked at isolated cases in physics. I'll just say it would be good to show the mainstream version of the mainstream version of the equation or it uses, and also an example on how you would incorporate the non-mainstream terms such as consciousness. Yeah, I think he said something about consciousness. Conscious. Yeah. Yeah, consciousness. Yeah. Let's go and yeah, and basically, and what practical, yeah, case study would be. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, that's that part. I just answered that one. Yeah. So this is the Bill guy. This is me and him. We had a yeah, this is that that Ashton Forbes before following, but again, Ashton Forbes aside, I saw your channel. I think his name is Bill. Yeah, this guy's the Jack guy. Who I made that pretty epic, yelling setup there. Anyways, and yeah, so I subscribed to you because I noticed you had some pretty good experiments with the primer field and so on. So again, this stuff is interesting and so on. So it's good that you get hands on to it. But again, the Ashton Forbes stuff aside, again, yeah. So it's pretty cool setup here. So let me know if you let me know like your best experiment, and then I might even be able to post it here on my MES experiments once. So I have a experiments playlist. It's pretty giant, and I only put like I go through like literally frame by frame of anything I upload to make sure it's legit, like top level info. But anyways, if you have any epic stuff here, so that's Will, yeah, William. William. Yeah, so it's pretty epic stuff here. I do like how you have these stuff, laser dead zone and magnet examination. I'm just gonna see some primer field stuff you had second array. Yeah, and I've always wanted one of these as well. So this is pretty cool stuff. But anyways, I'll put the links to this for those interested as well, because that is pretty interesting. I'll keep it for safekeeping. But anyways, my ratings, my real content. Yeah, yeah, writing is all right. But again, like, like again, I'm a math channel that experiments are everything. Like you show something, because anyone can write stuff, and like you know, so basically, writing for the sake of writing is not good. Basically, writing is good only when you can get something out of it, like something physical. And anyways, but nonetheless, pretty epic stuff here. I'll show your stuff. Also look at the new ones where I move magnets with the arrays. Yeah, but I just want to see which one's the new ones. Like, which one is the best one you have here? Here. Yeah, yeah, no worries, Bill. Yeah, and again, apologies for our back and forth back in the day. But again, Action Forbes, please. That's the only thing I like. There's other people that I think they're doing well, at least somewhat good work. But again, the Action Forbes one, just like, for example, Bob Greener. So I had him on a show as well. But then I just cannot believe he's still interacting with alien scientists. He's like a bona fide spook, and he apparently like in a court case with like domestic violence or something, beating his wife or something. Anyways, and apparently he was chasing his girlfriend with his ex-girlfriend with a machete like 10 years ago or something. Anyways, that's Jamie Reese, alien scientist, and then also Ashton Forbes again. Ashton Forbes is an absolute disgrace. Yeah, and again, Bob Green doing a workshop with Ashton Forbes. Like, what are you doing, Ashton? Like, Ashton is straight up like the biggest scammer ever, and the fact that he actually made a post about MES, he literally lies straight into it. Okay, this is Ashton Forbes' creepy behavior. He literally made a giant post and then said that I went silent or something. He's like, he tagged me, and he says MES went dark after Joe was exposed. I'm like, I'm not dark. I'm here every day calling Ashton a clown. It's actually absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. Anyways, Ashton Forbes should be in jail for a lot of stuff. Anyways, let's go back here. I'm gonna go back to my earlier one here. Yeah, so this one I'll do a stream once I'm done this one. Basically getting this program, and I'm gonna actually use ChatGPT to put this on my website. So I have, if you go to MES links, I made some ChatGPT calculators, but I'm gonna actually use Grok AI instead of ChatGPT. Because again, I stopped using ChatGPT after Grok, because you have to pay for premium on X, and then you get Grok some features or something. But anyways, so like I made this one Earth curvature calculator with it, and then this impermanent loss for crypto trading, if you're doing any liquidity providing. Okay, you don't have to agree with Ashton or even like him to be friends with me. Yeah, no worries. I'm just saying, Ashton Forbes is just if you want to increase your credibility, you get away from Ashton Forbes. They're like a million miles away. Ashton Forbes. But again, he does talk about some interesting stuff, but you have to read between the lines, and I always suspect he's giving you half truths. Because I definitely know 100% fact. He talked about the Eric Laithwaite anti-gravity wheel, and 100% fact. Every single thing he said about the physics behind it is complete and utter bogus nonsense. Because I've looked at that like extremely detailed. Just because I like him doesn't mean you have to. No, I know, but don't like him is what I'm saying. So keep it to yourself. Okay, anyways. Yeah. So just here on this channel, I can't take it seriously. I'm just giving you a like, I could go to the doctor and be like, you have a pathologic issue. Yeah, Ashton Forbes is literally, it gives me the creeps. Yeah, the guy's an absolute creep. My goodness. Yeah, so and I even sent him. I'll show you another thing I did about Ashton Forbes. MES showing. So Ashton Forbes, he actually he called me out and so on. So he said, take your meds before we have to institutionalize you schizo. And then I'm like, Ashton, remember when you deleted your tweet going after, quote, Professor Dave's family? Pretty creepy. So this is when he posted photos of his family. He posted photos of that mainstream, quote, debunker guy and his family. And he says, there's a lot to lose because you want to be a grifter POS on the internet. Don't worry, I'll take good care of it when you're gone. So then he deleted this when everybody called it up, but I archived it because I knew he was going to delete it and so on. Oh, great. Matt's going way over my head again. Okay. Oh, conspiracy theory is in the house. Okay, epic stuff. It's almost New Year, guys. So yeah. Anyways, this guy going wild. We can agree to disagree about him. That is also fine. No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, just don't even bring him up, because but again, but I do like how you're able to yeah still be here even though I trash Ash and Forbes all day every day. Anyways, let's move on. Yeah, let's move on here. I'm gonna go to yeah, but anyways, I do like your primer field stuff, and I do wanna get one of these. Is there a chance I can you can make me one? I can pay you. Uh, can I pay you to ship me a pair of primer fields? Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So Bill, is there any chance you could make me some of these? I'll pay you. You could ship it to me and let me know the cost and so on, because that's pretty amazing stuff. I do want a primer field set up there. Anyways, yes. Okay. Epic stuff. Yeah. So good. DM me. I'll follow you on X. So let's see X. But also yeah. Jokes aside, you had the one of the best rants. I was actually absolutely impressed by the rant you did against Joe Lancaster. So funny. Okay, William. Let's go here. William. What in the world? Oh, what is that? What his name is? I have no idea how to find it. I'll find you in fuck. Yeah, definitely. I think it's somebody. There was that weird spook guy. I think you're included in that rant here. This guy, yeah, that guy blocked. I just can't handle that guy. It's just ridiculous. How do I find this? Okay, so it's like, how do I even find anything? Okay, okay, it's like, this guy replied, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go right here. I meant every word I said. I take nothing back. Yeah, yeah, no worries, no worries. But yeah, that's pretty well. Yeah, no worries. But again, Joe, he definitely made the videos. That's yeah, it's pretty. But Joe, it's what's crazy. Uh, it's like Joe is the Lancaster. It's like his biggest enemy is himself, and why people don't believe him about that. I think I said here, William. Rant. It's pretty epic. Okay, this one here. Okay, it's William Rant. Added William Rant soundtrack. Okay, whoops, to the contra. Where did it go? Okay, this one, yeah, so I kind of went after you. I just want to get to, how do I find anything? Like, I could just go to it. My utter goodness. Oh, Atlantic. Oh, oh, your account is suspended. Interesting. Okay, so you got your account suspended. What happened? Anyways, oh, you could message me on Telegram then. Otherwise, go message me on Telegram. I'm right here on Telegram, and so on. So, how do I just get my username? Yeah. Where's my personal username? I'm just gonna open this up. I'll send the it's just Math Easy Solutions. Yeah. So I think actually never mind. I have it all here. Go to MES links and then you go to Telegram. Oh yeah, Telegram right here. Oh, that's MES. This is normal MES links. Yeah, this is just like, how do I do anything in Telegram? Like, this is just ridiculous. Okay. Profile. Okay, this is profile. Like, I don't understand. What do I do? How do I just find my own name? Okay. My utter goodness. Like, I just want to copy my name. Username, bio. Okay, this is just the word t.me. Yeah, there it is. Okay, t.me, and then that's just my personal thing. Okay, you're saying, okay. So I wrote a paper about polarized solids, and I think it tried it too close to nuke stuff. Interesting. All right. But anyways, so you can send me a DM, send a message to me, and I'll get back to you. And yeah, I definitely want those primer fields. And do anything really wasn't replying to people, so it had to be the content itself. But you never know. Yeah. It's well, again, we have to see, have to see what happened there. But nonetheless, pretty epic stuff. Yeah. I was yeah, I was actually advertising 9/11 stuff years ago, and Twitter still has my advertising accounts banned. Anyways, okay, so we have 20 minutes and we haven't covered anything besides. Well, we did cover this. We're gonna get primer field stuff if he sends me him. So it's pretty epic stuff. Yeah, and I do want to see some of these stuff, especially by hand. I'll get at it and we'll talk. It sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Bill. All right. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna close some stuff. Okay. I'm gonna close some stuff. Post from Fractal Woman. Yeah, Fractal Woman. I do want to get those. I mean, I'll do a video on that. But so now what I'm gonna do is, um, I'm gonna go right here. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the bottom. Okay. I'm gonna close some stuff here. Go to my shorts for my laser stuff. Okay, so he has some short laser stuff. Okay, I'll play that quickly. I'll open it up in a bit. I just want to get first knowing where I'm starting off. I'll play it in a bit. I'll go to shorts and I'll play it soon. So what I'm gonna do is so I have here. I'm gonna go to QA. Where did I finish off? And then we're gonna continue on with the setup here. The audio. So there's me. Listen to me. And then just go and edit off here. Okay. Oh yeah. Then we're gonna go. That was a theory of gravitation as well. The general science. He has a bunch of papers. I'm gonna pretty much go through all of his papers because I definitely think he's probably most practically minded ether theorist I've known. Okay. So this is part experimental background of the laws of electrostatics. How electrostatics were invented. All right. We're gonna go there. Because we went over ephelium, whatever. Okay. So now here is the part we're going in. Okay, so I'm gonna read this here, but we'll play some shorts from Will right here. Shape of the magnetic field. This one here, lasers. You said. Okay, what's going on here? End cone. North at tip spinning at 500 k. So how do you getting these? How does that happen? What's happening? You're spinning something rapidly? It's like what in the world's going on here? We got some epic shape there. How are you doing this? N50 cone magnet. So the question. So it's a cone magnet at tip spinning. So what's spinning though? Like this is pretty wild. It's pretty cool, and it goes back to itself. So it's the question: how is it going back to itself? What is actually happening? Is it a laser bending around? Like this is wild stuff. I'll fast forward. Okay. So explain this. What's going on? So how is this happening? Yeah. But so it's pretty epic. But the question is, how is it doing a circle? Under spinning the reflection. Yeah, okay, but I'm just trying to grasp like how is it spinning? Is it spinning this way? But then why is there a light here? Why is there a giant circle? Is that just from the laser that's around the magnet, or is that just actually curving around? Like what is going on here? Basically, this is kind of what I mean. Okay, spinning laser, vibrating. See this. Is there anywhere where we discussing what's actually happening? It's glued to a Dremel. No, I know, but what's making the shape? Why is it a curved shape? Okay, so it's like that. Oh, the laser's there, and somehow there's a shape there. I'm interested in this shape. What is that shape? Oh, there's the laser. Okay, the laser's going in. Oh, so it's diffracting across this setup there. Okay, so yeah, so that shape. I'm just interesting how it makes that shape there. So and then there's the magnet's inside there, or where's the magnet? Okay, but anyways, pretty interesting. I just need to wrap my head around. This is shape of the magnetic field. What's this one here?
Okay, so what we have is a jar of canola oil with metal shavings in it. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to shake it up and we're going to put the magnet on it so we can watch it collect. And this is just like the iron filings with the paper, except we're doing it in 3D in real time.
Okay, so you're in 3D setup.
So we're going to watch it to far away.
Yeah, just fun on it looks like. And as you can see, the field is kind of hairy. It's not really smooth like we draw it.
What will happen if you don't put a magnet?
Whoa.
Put it anything. What's that?
Okay, anyways, epic stuff. Okay, I'm gonna continue now on to the journey, but I do want to know this curve on. Yeah, but you said it's a cone shape. This one I'll save it for later. This one I just need to wrap my head around. It's kind of what I mean when I do my experiment videos. I kind of anyways, I'm gonna show in this one. Show that in browser. Okay, so we're gonna go 1 hour and a half minutes. I'm gonna put this here. So anyways, yeah, that's what I mean. Like I like experiments. better than anything. And so the thing is that, and the reason I like math is it's like they get you somewhere. Like literally, you can make it present. You can predict like for just a simple one, how long a projectile will go or stay in the air just by launching, and then you can do a test and see it, and it sees exactly the same thing. Anyways, all right. So part 3, I'm gonna drink some hot water 1 second. Alrighty. All right, guys. So we're gonna go back over to Ionel Dinu's setup here, and again, he has very, very interesting stuff. And in a future one, we'll get the I'll go over try to make the actual 3D software or 2D or 3D whatever software that Fractal Woman has. There's an email here. There's some people sending me messages. All right. We'll chat about this later when we can talk. Yeah, remember those are experiments. What's left on the papers are my Substack. Oh, it's a Substack. So that's the thing. You gotta always back up stuff. But the thing is, get on the Hive blockchain if you can. So yeah, just send me a link to your Substack. But anyways, this is I put Ionel Dinu's paper on Hive blockchain, and nobody can delete it. And again, it's just to illustrate how ridiculous how Hive blockchain is. So like I have this this extension here. It allows me to switch to any Hive front end. So this is peak.com. I go to ECC. It's the same article because none of these websites actually store it. So imagine but the thing is a Substack stores owns it. They literally own your stuff. They can delete it, censor it, and do whatever. And in this one, if you don't like a certain layout or them censoring or whatever, you just change to another one. So that you can literally go to hive.blog. So for example, I'm literally switching to different websites that access the exact same data. Again, I cannot stress how ridiculous it is. I go to InLeo. And in Leo, if you upload on InLeo and post, you earn Leo and Hive tokens. So it's a double whammy. So definitely post on InLeo, earn cash monies. And you can see at the bottom, even though I like peak.com, I posted this using InLeo so I can earn from their upvotes. And I'm a premium member, so it earns like a giant upvote from like the InLeo team. And so on. So you earn cash, like instantly earn cash. It's not like Substack where you got to do a bunch of jazz and donations. Anyways, let's go back to Peak. I just like Peaked setup, and also you can go other setups here. Go anywhere. Peaked. Okay. Anyways, let's go to electrostatics. And again, Ionel Dinu gave me what's it called? And I'll send a link to this. Yeah, I'll send a link to this one here. So Ionel Dinu gave me permission to upload this, and this is his original paper, where his ResearchGate is. Again, ResearchGate, I don't like how this is. It's just layouts are bad. I probably have ad block or something. But anyways, PDF setup is static, and just you can't really view it on a phone as well. Anyways, so now this one is responsive. I can edit it real time whenever there's errors and so on. And anyways, let's go back here. All right, guys. So if you haven't seen the earlier one, watch the earlier stream on the 49 on the Ionel Dinu. So now we're going to go here. So the experimental background of the laws of electrostatics, how the electric charges were invented, a digression into the atomic structure. And that's one key thing. Electric charges are an invention. They're not an actual thing. Like I mean, like a physical principle. Like all they're doing is saying if it attracts and repels, they're going to call them opposite charges. Like that's all it is. All right. All right, so here we're at. So what exactly are the electrostatic phenomenon that any theory of electrostatics should be able to explain? All right. All right, so I'm going to start standing actually. Guys, I'm going to stand. See what happens. Okay, so the list of 6 electrostatic phenomena below, and this is from the Development of Concept of Electric Charge, Harvard University Press. All right, it's from 1954, and I like how he references literally textbooks from like 50 years or 70 years ago. So the list of 6 electrostatic phenomenon below is the most comprehensive due to the inclusion of the last item, not commonly mentioned in the modern textbooks. This one's not commonly mentioned. It's right here. So attraction between a body positively charged and one negatively charged. All right, so that's one setup there, and then attraction between a body positively charged and one uncharged. Yeah, so that's attraction. So attraction, negative and positive, or negative or positive and neutral, and attraction between negatively charged body and one uncharged, and then repulsion between 2 positively charged bodies. So if they're both positive, they repel. And so again, neutral attracts to either positive or negative. Repulsion between two negatively charged bodies. So now it's repulsion between two like charges. And now the last one, this one he had included this. This is why I included this textbook. So attraction may occur between two bodies that have charges of the same sign, but with the charge on one of them relatively weak. So that's an interesting one. So if you have a weak charge, and then next to a bigger same charge, stronger charge, or I mean a stronger charge of the same one, they'll attract. So attraction between this. All right. So let us recall how the artificial concepts of electric charge, quote positive and quote negative, have been invented. It is best to start with Benjamin Franklin's theory that explained the charging of a glass rod by rubbing it with a piece of silk. He considered that through rubbing, the glass rod gained some electric fluid from the piece of silk, which piece of silk was therefore considered to have lost some of its own electric fluid. So Benjamin Franklin. And again, I have a reference before Benjamin Franklin, the guy he was involved with cold fusion and so on. Benjamin, yeah, so he's also Freemason, and he was also he went to court for failing to stop a Freemasonic ritual, like killing hazing ritual that turned fatal. Apparently, they were throwing like boiling hot alcohol in someone's face. So again, and this guy's the cold fusion guy who he also wrote about cold fusion again during lightning strikes, and this is from the year 1751. Like, what in the world is going on here? So yes, that's the same Benjamin Franklin, and he was doing experiments here. So he was rubbing a glass rod. So he's rubbing silk, rubbing a glass rod with silk, and he said that the glass rod gained electric fluid from the silk, and then the silk was therefore considered to have lost some of its own electric fluid. Since glass gained the electric fluid, it contained more than the normal quantity of electric fluid it had before rubbing. And because of this excess of electric fluid, it was called by Benjamin Franklin charged positive. So he's saying it's positive charge because it gained this electric fluid. The silk, since it lost some of its electric fluid, had a deficit of electric fluid and was called charged negative. There were no two types of electricity at this stage of development. They just had positive, negative charges. Okay, there was no two types of electricity at this stage of development of the electrical science. There was only the electric fluid that was transferred from one object through rubbing in a way very similar to water that can be transferred from one container to another. Charge meant simply load, a load of electric fluid in the case of glass, and by extension, a deficit of electric fluid in the case of silk. Stephen F. Says, surely the friction has an organizing function or prompts self-organization. Interesting. Yeah, the friction. Yeah, it has probably has interactive. But the question is if there's this fluid. But again, this is just as Benjamin Franklin one. So the friction, it does something. But the question is, what is it actually doing? And it definitely helps in the self-organization. Yeah, that's definitely. But I think that's a secondary thingy. Like, what is actually the thing being organized? Like, friction is something that's to help organizing, but what's the actual thing organizing? So that's kind of what I mean. Well, like, once you grasp ether, then you'll understand how friction can create can have electrostatic effects. Like, why does friction do anything? Like, you're just rubbing thing. How come all of a sudden now it can like touch something? It's like, well, what in the world does that even mean? Yeah. So so like, what is actually changing? So the topic of electric fluid was discussed in a previous work of the series. So I2, he had another one, Fundamentals of Ether part 1. But again, he references part this one here. And also another part is, I'm going to go back to Ionel Dinu, YouTube. So his YouTube, so if you go to his YouTube right here, he actually has a paper. I think he has a paper. Yeah, so did he deleted his video, did he? Oh no, he has one from 8 days ago.
High voltage.
So he actually has a patent on this. Where did I put the patent? Okay, the patent is gone. Okay, so it might have been in my earlier setup here, fundamentals, pre-order, paper, patent. Okay, so I think because he actually has a patent. This is why, again, I'm interested in this. So if you go to his ResearchGate, I just want to get to this quickly. He has actually a patent on an anti-gravity device. Okay, where's the patent? Okay, so he has an AI summary. He has a ChatGPT summary of its fundamental of Ether. That's something we could actually review. So he used ChatGPT to summarize all of this. Gravitation and so on. Oh, that's a summary. That's cool. I might actually just put this all into one electrostatics. Okay, so you use a summary there, fundamentals. Then this is device. Okay, this is part 5. So he has a part 5, and I might cover this as well. So fundamentals of an ether part 5, device for the production of a gravitational field and gravitational force with radio waves. And he literally has a patent. Abstract here, and so he has a patent on producing a device for the production of gravitational field and gravitational force with radio waves. So he's saying anti-gravity with radio waves, and he has a patent based on his theory. So again, I'm telling y'all, this guy is a madman, but he's right. He's got a patent on literally anti-gravity, how anti-gravity would work using radio waves. And then he he applied for it, and he actually, I think it's granted. Let's see what it says here. Application published. Yeah, publication number. When is it granted? Inventor, applicant, designed. Part 4 is a simple device for production of a gravitational field. Part 4, part 5. Files of a patent for this novel application. Anyways, so this is something pretty wild. Okay, so I'll be definitely going over this as we go again. Again, to repeat myself a million times. These Wednesday streams are to force myself to do this because, again, I don't trust anybody else to be able to do this, or have the wildness of MES to get here. Okay, we're here. Malika Tom says on Rumble, hello and happy noob year, brave noob world. Yeah, guys, brave noob world, indeed. All right. Why is it comments here? I didn't comment anything. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Yeah. Anyways, so we got a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, let's go back here. Okay, so yes, epic stuff. So again, experiments. If you have any experiments, videos, experiments, like that's what I like the most because an experiment as this Action Lab guy, even though he's a spook, Action Lab. If you go to his Action Lab, his motto is one experiment is worth 1,000 expert opinions. So that's the key aspect there. I'm gonna share this as well. Did I share the Ionel Dinu setup? Okay, I don't think I did here. I think I did here. No. Oh, this is supposed to be here. This is supposed to be like that. 1 second, peeps. Okay. Yeah, that's this one. I'm gonna copy this. Copy link. I think I did, but I'll send this anyways on this. This is like a backup setup there. Anyways, MES links. Okay. And now we go here. Fundamentals of Ether. I wanted to go somewhere here. I want to show this right here. There's this one here. I'm gonna crop it out. So one experiment is worth 1,000 expert opinions. So keep that in mind always. So you see a million papers, yeah, but one experiment is worth, let's say, more than that. Let's go back to Action Lab. Even though this guy's a spook, but or just like, just in general, it doesn't do much. There is an absolutely incredible and dead simple ether experiment that Greener has drawn attention recently. An accelerating disk will change the path of a laser. An accelerating disk. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's something we've got to check. Has someone done that as drawn attention to? Yeah, I know, but like get a video of it and send me like an actual experiment, and then I'll put that there. Oh, this one here. Okay, I'm gonna send this. Okay. Whoops. Copy image. And yeah. Whoops, why does it do this? It's so bad. Oh no, this is over here. Oh, never mind. That's right. All right. So yeah, Stephen F, yeah, send me that link again. I think you mentioned before, discussed it. But again, I want the actual video. Like I don't like when people say names of X, Y, Z. I'm like, just show the video. Like this, a laser does this. It's kind of like 9/11. If you've seen my earlier videos on 9/11. I barely mentioned Judy Wood until like later. If you go like let's go to the playlist, YouTube playlist. Yeah, if you go to YouTube playlist, for example, at the beginning, I mentioned Judy Wood once, and then the next ones were literally all then they're actually twice here, and then the next ones are literally about 9/11, towers turn dust, and then it's like, and then all the way until the last one I finally got her back in there. No video replication yet. Yeah, so that's one thing. Like, if you can replicate it, please let me know. Or actually the laser one. I'll put in Telegram. I'll send it to Will. Will try the experiment. Or Will try the experiment because he has a laser and he has a spinning spinning things. So send that over, and I'll send it to Will as well. So because Will, yeah, he has lasers and so on, and he's accelerating, he's spinning it. So if it does change, that's next level. And the thing is, I also need to pass it through Grok AI to see what the mainstream is, and if there's anything we're missing. Because that's one thing Grok's good at. It can find stuff we're missing. Anyways, let's go back here. All right, so let's go back to the electric fluid. So again, he's rubbing this thingy. I thought I put the image there. Where's the image? Okay, where in the world's the image? Did I miss the image? I thought, oh, it was near the beginning, I think. I think I had the image somewhere. Yeah, this one here. Excited rod attracting light bodies. This is right here. Yeah, so basically, if you rub it with silk, all of a sudden it's attracting for some reason. Yeah, so that's that part. Sounds a lot like my mirror on a Dremel experiment. Bob and I are buds. Oh, epic stuff. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so Bob is interesting. Yeah, but again, I have just the Astro Forbes angle. I just can't stand that guy. It's like he knows because he knows that I know that he's full of it. And but anyways, but yeah. So experiment wise, be epic if you can try that, Will. You try that. If you're successful, even if you're not successful, I'll post it on my experiments. If you've done it properly, like I'll basically, if you do it like extremely detailed as I do, and I'll give you pointers and what. So anyway, send me a video. Okay. A video when you try the experiment. Yeah, it's gonna be epic. Bill, Will. I don't know why is William called Bill? Like why did people do that? Like Bill Clinton is like William Clinton. Anyways, let's go back here. Let's go back. Let's focus on this, guys. We have still another hour. Again, if you have any math science related questions, let me know. The topic of electric fluid, yeah, was discussed in his previous. Actually, that's later. Yeah, it's basically saying charge just basically has a lot of this fluid, and then that's positive charge, a lot of this fluid. Negative is a deficit. I'll see what I can do since it's Bob. Maybe I can prove his work. No, it was Bob reading a paper. I think it was Bob reading a paper. Bob didn't try it, I think. Bob was reading a paper. He was referencing a paper. I think, yeah, so Stephen F. Post it on my Telegram again. So the best place will be right here. Links for the Aether accelerating disk experiment, the influence of accelerated body rotation. Of rotation. Okay, so basically it's literally your experiment, Will. Vladimir Alexander Trentrov. I don't know how Bob can pronounce his name so well. Slideshow with experiments in Russian. So he's Russian experiment. This is pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for the setup here. This is from a while ago. Oh, 2025 it's updated. Okay, so it's pretty epic stuff here. Okay, so you have a laser here. You have a spinning magnet or something spinning. Laser goes here, and then this is the thing. This is going to be altering the curve. So because it's spinning, this should alter it. But I thought magnetic field can alter the thing anyways. So it's basically what the question is, and there's the experiment. So basically, if you're able to deflect a laser using magnetic field, but I thought it can. See what Grok says. I'm pretty sure it can. I thought it does. Okay. What? Okay. Can rotating magnetic field deflect a laser? I thought it can anyways. I do have everything to do that. Yeah, so basically, I'll send this to you as well. Yeah, well, it's on my Telegram. You could, if you go on my Telegram, the chat setup here. Bob, and then Bob Greener's analysis and translation of this experiment and recent. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this. So you can go on Telegram right here and the join the MES links setup right here, and so on. Apparently, this can be done with an inter-angle grinder, but needs to be something like 10,000 RPMs. No, rotating magnetic field cannot meaningfully deflect the laser beam in any practical center. Why not a vacuum? Okay, so now the question is, what about this paper? I'll send them this paper. Okay, I'll say this paper claims, or this claims to do so. Special case in dense plasma with extremely strong magnetic fields, giga Tesla levels. Okay, what about this one here? And now this is cool stuff. And again, experiments are key, but also an MES experiment where it's like irrefutable. And then yeah, there's the other link. Links posted. Yeah, no, epic stuff. Thank you for that link. I'll post. What I'll do is I'll post Bob Greener's setup here message link. I'll do the whole message link right here, and I'll post it right here. I'll post the actual Telegram message so that people can see the context and goes to my Telegram. This kind of smells like Podletnov. Yeah, possibly. Anyways, let me know what arises there. This fringe experiment involving the physical acceleration of a rotating disk, a sealed non-magnetic object to test a hypothesis about ether medium gradient affecting nearby objects, including a laser beam. However, does not involve or claim deflection via rotating magnetic field. In fact, magnetic fields aren't mentioned at all in the context of the deflection. What isn't a magnet being deflected? I thought it says a magnet being deflected. So how could it say there's no magnet? Or is it a gravitational thingy there? So what's being rotated? Ether accelerating disk. Oh, and there's influence of accelerating body rotation on other magnet. Okay, so it's not actually, it's just rotating. Core accelerating rotation of a physical body like a disk. So it's not actually a magnet. It's just anything. Altering density of the surrounding medium. This purported changes the refractive index, causing a laser beam passing by. Okay, so the doctor's mentioned direct quote. Essence of the hypothesis that any material body existing due to consumption of ether, which leads to the emergence of an ether medium gradient that affects the ether of a closed. Okay. Small deflections, 1.5 centimeters. The results are claimed to support the ether gradient idea with broader implications for light interaction with bodies. Okay, so there's no magnetic field. Okay, so oh, okay, thanks. Is that paper valid still? Valid though. Under acceleration only. The disk is reflected by spinning disk. Doesn't need to be a magnet. No, yeah, it's not a just that. Okay, Team Solvers in the house. Let's go. 0.2025 was a huge success. Epic stuff. Yes, Timmy Sullivan's in the house. Paper's not valid in the sense of representing credible fringe publication venue that on this website, the Russian one. Luminous is for yeah, but lack of recognition, replication, plausible mechanical vibrations from the accelerating motor. That's residual air. Yeah, that's another part. It could be the air currents. You could just be moving that as well. Beam pointing instability in the laser setup alignment of during accelerations. Such artifacts are common in sensitive optical. Without rigorous isolation, vacuum chambers are better stabilization. Context or pseudo. Yeah, that's another part. So because you are rotating something, so basically you need to somehow isolate the air currents, put something in between, or in a container. But again, if you can show it so that we can, yeah, examine it. And basically spinning, it basically uses, yeah, it's doing some next level jazz. Yeah, guys. Yeah, so it's almost New Year. Yeah, so this is you rotate like that, and if he's rotating like that, is it gonna? Oh no, that's a beam there. I just want to see what the actual disc is. Oh, and he puts it in the container. Okay, so it's not actually. There's no air currents if you're just spinning a disc like that. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. So if you're able to replicate it, let me know. That's pretty cool. If you can replicate it, but again, you have to realize if it's replicated, if it's groundbreaking like that, if he's like accurate, you have to be able to do 1,000,000 of them. Like again, my gyro experiment, I did like 1,000 experiments, just to demonstrate the same thing. Gyros rise on their own with zero loss of spin speed or conventional precessional angle momentum. Anyways, let's go back here, and yeah, let's go back here. Okay, so anyway, go back to the thing. So Benjamin Franklin initially theorized that there was electric fluid, high load of it equals positive in case of the glass, which was getting it from the silk, and then deficit was a negative in case of the silk, which lost it to the glass. So the topic of electric fluid was discussed in a previous work of this series, II2, where it was assigned the name electrogen. So you're saying electric fluid called electrogen, a place in the periodic table of elements, the chemical symbol E, and considered to have no electric charge of its own in the sense that electric charge is understood today. So he had another thing here. This is one the key part. So you're saying there's an electric fluid called electrogen. That's the key part here. Okay. And then this references the paper that he did with Laurie Gardy, Fractal Moment, Fundamentals of a Theory of Ether, Part 1. In fact, the quote below, this right here, clearly shows that the electric fluid was considered an element also by Benjamin Franklin himself. So Benjamin Franklin considered electric fluid, which Ionel calls electrogen, as a chemical element. That's the key part. I think there is something to this. So the idea of the electric fluid as a distinct chemical element should not appear so unusual to anyone today. So this observation suggested to Franklin that the same hypothesis that, unknown to him, had been propounded a few months previously by Watson, namely that electricity is an element present in a certain proportion in all of matter in its normal condition. So if electricity is an element, it changes the game. And the question is, how do you prove that, and how does it change anything? Basically, how do you demonstrate that practically? So Edmund Taylor would take a history of theories of ether and electricity from the age of Descartes to the close of the 19th century, and this is from this book. And Benjamin Franklin experiments and observations on electricity made at Philadelphia in America. So it is worth noting here Watson's hypothesis mentioned in the above quote, 5, according to which the electric fluid existed and was the origin of the electrical effects. So worth noting that Watson's hypothesis. So basically, Watson was saying that electricity is an element in a certain proportion, all of them, and mentioned above, according to which the electric fluid existed and was the origin of all electrical effects. This one's that Watson's hypothesis mentioned above quote. So I have shown that electricity is the effect of a very subtle, it is spelled wrong, subtle and elastic fluid occupying all bodies, and that everywhere in its natural state it is of the same degree of intensity, and that glass and other bodies have the power by certain known operations of taking this fluid from one body, again just rubbing it together using friction, from one body and conveying it to another in a quantity sufficient to be obvious into all our senses, and that under certain circumstances it was possible to render the electricity in some bodies more rare than it is naturally, and by communicating this to other bodies to give them an additional quantity and make their electricity more dense. Underline added. So he says, electricity is an effect of very subtle and elastic fluid. So Edmund Taylor Woodtaker, History of the Theories of Ether, 1910. Holy. Another stage in the development of the ether of the theory was due to Dufay's artificial invention of two types of electrical charge, vitreous and resonance. Let's see what this means. Or just writing tools. Is there a way to just search it up? Speech. I just search for pre-search. Okay, so Shari Singh, it's 23 a.m. in New Year right now. Happy New Year. Okay, so electricity energy doesn't flow in the wire, but all around the across the wire. Yeah, definitely. That's what the thing is. But the electrons do drift somewhat. So what's the question about? So what does vitreous define? Jelly-like substance. So vitreous, jelly-like substance define. I just want to see what that define. Resembling glass. Okay, so glass, brightness, brittle. Okay, so it's like glass, low porosity, and usually translucent. So vitreous. It doesn't show images. What happened to pre-search, man? It's something like glass. So it's like glass-like. Vitreous is that big ball pupil vitreous material. So anyways, so that's some weird material. It's like audio. And then resonance is like more sticky, I would assume. Search. Pre-search. Resonance. Derived from resin. Okay, so sticky, thick one. The other one's more glossy setup there. Anyways. Okay, so made with the purpose of explaining electrostatic repulsion that he was the first to study. Yeah, so this one right here, Dufay, was the first to study publicly electrostatic repulsion. So when you had like charges. But now he's saying that vitreous resonance, this one's like sticky, and this one is like, I would assume, like non-sticky, like glass. So Duan Rollers, this is from the development of the concept of electric charge, Harvard University Press, Cambridge, 1954. It was stated here that although Dufay claimed to, quote, explain the electrical phenomenon he was observing by inventing two types of electrical charge, his invention explained, in fact, nothing. Yeah, he just said there's two, actually. That's why they're repelling. It doesn't mean anything. The words vitreous and resonance were chosen by Dufay because glass. Yeah, so glass is vitra in Latin, and sealing wax, which is made of resin, amber, belonging for the same class of materials, were the main materials employed in rubbing and containing and obtaining electrical attractions and repulsions. Yes, basically that's what he said. Vitreous, like glass, when you rub glass on the resin-like material like amber. So what does amber even look like? Search for amber. Flowing ether and sticky ether. Yeah, basically it's kind of saying that. That what Veritas taught me years ago. Still 31. When you attach two cans with a string, it works because vibration was conducted across string. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Veritasium. Yeah, Veritasium is he's definitely a spook. He's a good mainstream channel, but he's man, he covers up gyroscopes anti-gravity. It's like telling people that it's like they just laugh. Amber is a fossilized tree resin. So amber is a resin. Interesting. It becomes like a fossil. So it's like resin that's fossilized. That's epic. Unpolished amber stones. There it is. Okay, that's pretty cool. There's an ant inside Baltic amber. Holy. Okay, so we got some epic stuff there. Okay. Amber belonged to the same class of materials, were the same materials employed in rubbing and obtaining electrical attractions and repulsions. In very simple experiments, glass repelled glass. Yeah, so glass repelled glass. Once you have that attraction, and another one attraction, like when you rub them in, rub another one, and then they repel. Wax repelled wax after the rubbing, whereas glass and wax attracted one another after being rubbed with certain materials. By extension, then, all objects that repelled glass after being rubbed with other materials were considered to have glass-like or vitreous electricity. So after... Yes, all objects that repel. Yes, so anything that repels glass after being rubbed with other materials were considered to have glass-like or vitreous electricity. So then it was if it repels, it has the same charge. The same procedure was applied to determine the wax-like or resonance, or resonance electricity of other rubbed objects. However, this procedure was actually inconsistent because glass can be made to attract glass if the two are rubbed with different materials. Interesting. No way. Wax can be made to attract wax if two are rubbed with different materials. So if you rub with different materials, you can have a different charge on it, maybe. And glass can be made to repel wax. Basically it doesn't explain it because you can still do the opposite of what it says. So glass can be made to repel wax if the two are rubbed with certain different materials. Even rubbing two identical materials, such as two glass plates, will result in different electricities on each plate, and the same is true for two pieces of resin. That's wild. Okay, so even if you rub two identical materials, such as glass plates, then you can have the same glass plates with different electricities. So again, the friction helps into that. Different electricity on each one will have positive or negative depending on it, and the same is true for two pieces of resin. So basically, it's not as simple as one has this, one has that. All right, a treaty. This is from referencing II7. So this paper from 1833. Elementary principles of the theory of electricity by this de la Reve guy. Anyways, I'm gonna start sitting down now. Usually my timer there. Every 30 minutes I try to sit down or stand, just so my knees don't buckle. Okay, let's go back here. So this is pretty fascinating stuff. Andrew as these shows all these demos on Demystify Psi. Interesting. Have you saw the video of his channel about the AM? So anyways. Veritasium video today is about reflecting X-rays. Interesting. I haven't seen that. He's got like giant production. No, but again, the guy's a spook. But it's very interesting. Nonetheless, covering mainstream science. Okay. Malika Tom. My guess is ether is another state of water, or what gives water its structure and memory. Well, I think ether is basically what everything's made of. Pyramids, old world plots were built with high quartz granite. It's Tartaria or electrical tech. Grid access to ether with its perfectly cut stone palaces and pyramids. No spinning discs or magnets required. But I think the pyramids were just built by a bunch of slaves. And basically just Freemasons running it, trying to make some sort of altar to their nonsense. Okay, alright. Anyways, I'm gonna drink some ASML, well, from which studies documentation. Anyways, I'm gonna drink some water and continue on this journey. Oh man, alrighty. Okay, anyways, this is like boiling. I'm gonna keep this maybe open. Oh, alrighty. Okay, so let's continue further right here. This is from 1856, a treatise on electricity in theory and practice in 3 volumes. Holy. So again, I do like how he's referencing paper, like books from like hundreds of years ago. So it can be seen that Defoe's two electricity thing, introduction of 2 types of electricity, was questionable from the very beginning because all that happened through rubbing was to create objects that attracted or repelled one another, and this is all that a theory of electrostatics was, and still is. Yeah, basically, yes, it's supposed to explain. Yeah, so basically all that all that happened through rubbing was to create objects that attract or repel, and this is still all this is all a theory that a theory of electrostatics was. It's still proposed to explain, and yeah, basically, but then all he showed was that you rub stuff, it attracts or repels, but so it doesn't. So, but we're trying to explain why it attracts or repels. Okay. Alright, so anyways, so apparently, did you know China's doing Navy practicing around Taiwan? Yeah, but again, they're all part of the same club. They're gonna just fearmonger and then start the war probably maybe either before or after the moon landing again. They're gonna go to the moon again. Trump 2028, going to the moon to be president. He's gonna run his 3rd term on the moon. So the invention of 2 types of electricity does not solve the problem of explaining why and how objects repel and attract. In fact, it could be seen at point VI. Where's VI? At this point, VI. Attraction that may occur between 2 bodies that have the same charge. So if the same charge, if one's super strong, one's relatively weak, they'll still attract. That's quite wild. Yeah. This right here. So in fact, it could be seen at point VI in the list of electrostatic phenomena that's shown at the beginning of the section that there are gradations even among quote electricity of the same type, in that stronger and weaker electricities of the same type can actually attract one another, defeating the very purpose of which 2 types of electricity were invented. Yeah, so basically positive negative charges can't explain this. You cannot explain this part right here using just positive negative charges. If one's stronger and the other one's the same charge, they're supposed to repel, not attract. Alright, so that's quite wild. In the 3rd and last stage of development of the theory of electricity, of Franklin's conception of quote positive charge or load due to excess of electric fluid in glass were combined with Defoe's conception of virtuous types of electricity for the same material, resulting in the invention of quote positive charge as a distinct physical entity which is elevated to the status of a fundamental irreducible property of matter in today's physics. So basically, it's instead of saying it's an element, they're just saying the positive charge is a property. So it just does something. So it's like what? So an object can have a charge, like an electron has a charge. Like, what do you mean it has a charge? Like, it just repels, like, or attracts? So anyway, so basically what happened was they took the electric fluid of Benjamin Franklin and then Defoe's 2 types of electricity and combined them together. So now you have a positive charge and negative charge. So now you have like a basically deficit or load of 2 different types. And then he said the same happened with the invention of the quote negative charge. The combination of Franklin's negative charge due to deficit of electric fluid in wax and Defoe's conception of resonance type of electricity for the same material resulted in the invention of negative charge as a distinct physical entity in use today. So again, we'll do charges, electric charges. Wiki, dipole moment when distance between them is least. Do you know about electret? He mentioned that earlier. They're like magnets, but they have permanent static electric fields and not magnetic field. Electrates. I think he mentioned that somewhere here. Anyways, we'll go back here. Rotating magnetic field. I'll keep this here. Yeah, I'll put this right next to it there. Amber. Define. This one. Close some stuff. Yeah, I'll close some stuff here. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, so electric charge is a physical property of matter that causes it to experience force. So yeah, so electric charge is not an actual thing. It's a property that matter has, according to mainstream physics. It can be positive or negative. What in the world? I cannot believe this to this day. Okay. This guy, Malika's, the Giza pyramids are world timestamps showing that they were built after the last pole shift. That's why it's perfectly to true note. Interesting. Yeah, but again, my view is like I want a UFO flying anti-gravity disc. I it's like pyramids could be built XYZ, but give me some freaking anti-gravity device. What do you guys do? Alright, anyways, okay, so a charge literally doesn't. They don't explain what charge is. Okay, this is mainstream stuff. The worst. But they just do practical stuff. They say as a charge positive negative. Anyways, build some digital ID computers. All right. The author of this, yeah. So this one here is saying that yeah. Okay, my head's a bit headache. So the same happened with the invention of the negative charge. The combination of Franklin's negative charge due to deficit, yeah, made physical entity. Anyways, the author of this strange mix of ideas was Robert Simmer, who did not base it on any experimental observations, nor could he have. He put it forward as a personal thought. And this is interesting. The development of the concept of electric charge. So he's put it as a personal thought. He said maybe it has a positive negative. So it doesn't actually have anything there. So it was August Coulomb. It's a Coulomb's law guy. And the Coulomb, like, I think a unit as well for electric charge. Who for some reason, I think it's a Coulomb right here. Yeah, a unit of charge is Coulomb. So we got the Augustin Coulomb, who for some reason preferred it. For some reason preferred this guy's personal idea, Robert Simmers, promoted it, and tried to bring unsuccessfully experimental arguments in his favor. I'm gonna go to see if it shows up Simmer. Doesn't even show Simmer. So this guy stole from him and doesn't even give him. Wikipedia doesn't even give him credit. He gives Coulomb the credit. So preferred it. I'll see what Coulomb says in here. So it's mentioned after Coulomb. Let's see what Coulomb says. Coulomb. Named after that's electrical. Yeah, just named after that. But why is it named after Coulomb? Okay, Coulomb's law quantifies electrostatic force between two particles by asserting that the force is proportional to the product of their charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Basically, as they get closer, and yeah, it's like gravity. SI unit of quantity of electric charge is the Coulomb. Is defined. Unit was proposed in 1946. Interesting, 1946. When it's proposed, that's interesting because that's after World War II, and that's when Trump's birthday. Trump was born. Coulomb torsion balance. Anyways, drink some more H2O. Oh yeah. Ooh. Alrighty. So let's go back into this. Yeah, so it was Augustin Coulomb who, for some reason, preferred it, promoted it, and tried to bring unsuccessfully experimental arguments in his favor. The strangeness of the coexistence of two opposite types of charges in the same object, which are supposed to attract and cancel one another from the object when the object is, quote, neutral, is felt by many people when they learn about it for the first time. So this is interesting. The strangeness of the coexistence of two opposite types of charges, when you have positive and negative, how could they stick together? That's the proton, electron, or and other setup like that, which are supposed to attract and cancel when the object is neutral. Yeah. It's existence of two opposite types. Yeah, they're supposed to cancel. Interesting. Which are supposed to attract and cancel one another when the object is neutral, is felt by many people when they learn about it for the first time. So two types of charges in the same object. These mutually canceling charges are then supposed to be separable by external forces and be transmitted further on other objects through contact. We are asked to believe that they exist inside the atom of an element, attracting one another but not annihilating each other. So basically they attract, but they don't annihilate, they just attract and stay there, creating tremendous problems for the understanding of the atom, but nevertheless forming the basis for the current model of atomic structure, in which a positive central part of the atomic nucleus is surrounded by a negative cloud. So it goes and attracts but doesn't actually stick together. There's something repelling it somehow. The electron shells inexplicably coexisting as fundamental and separable physical entities, leading to absurdities such as the planetary theory of the atom, in which the electron accelerates in its circular motion around the nucleus without emitting radiation, although it is expected to. So expected to if it's accelerating, but it doesn't. Which absurdities are simply dismissed through Bohr's postulates, proclaiming that physics happening within an atom is different from the physics happening without it, thus creating a so-called class of quantum phenomena, whose common property is to be weird and incomprehensible. Needless to say that I find this situation unacceptable. Yeah, I 100% agree with this. Like, Okay, so you have positive, negative charges. They attract, but then they stop attracting, and that's when you have quantum effects preventing them from that. And an accelerating charge, like for example, it's going in a circle, would emit radio waves, but it doesn't when it's near a magnet because quantum stuff. Okay, it is amazing and ironic to see how some authors in the past described the relationship between the two types of electricity as being the same as two elements of common salt, chlorine and sodium, which when united in certain proportions produce a neutral salt, whose union is attended not by description of either element, but by a balancing of their chemical activities. Interesting. Wait up, this is interesting. It's so amazing and ironic to see how some authors in the past, I gotta read this again, describe the relationship between the two types of electricity as two elements of common salt. Yeah, so we have chlorine and sodium, just as a slightly different. We've got chlorine and sodium, both have Na, yeah, both have Cl instead of this one's NaCl. This one is ClCl. This is chlorine and sodium. Let's see. I'll ask Rock right here. Chlorine and sodium element composition. See what chlorine and yeah, chlorine is basically common salt. This auto, just give me the elemental composition. Like, what's going on here? Like, what's up with the Grok? Just wilding. Ionic bond. The Trump is really that old. Yeah, Trump is 80. He's 1 year younger than I think he's 79. He's 1 year younger than John Hutchison. John Hutchison's 80. Now, John Hutchison was born 1945, October 19. Okay, so sodium NaCl, commonly known as table salt, is an iconic compound composed of the elements sodium and chlorine. And then yeah, so chlorine is just by itself. Yeah, chlorine. It consists of sodium and chlorine at 1-to-1. So basically that's like that. Okay, NaCl. What about two elements? Oh no, sodium. Oh no, never mind. That was it's just Na. Never mind. I got it completely mixed up. Okay, no, it's just Na and Cl. Okay, never mind. No, it's not sodium chloride. Yeah, sodium chloride is at NaCl. So basically Na and Cl are just basically composition. So positive charge. Yeah, so basically positive charge. I mean charge. Charges equals basically you have Na and Cl, and then each one is charges. Each one equal. Okay, yeah, anyways, I typed that out just to wrap my head around. That's basically what it's just giving an analogy of it. Okay, so let's go back here. Yeah, so it is amazing and ironic to see how some authors in the past describe the relationship between the two types of electricity as being the same as two elements of common salt, chlorine and sodium, which when united in certain proportion produce a neutral salt. Yes, basically Na and Cl, when combined, you produce neutral salt, whose union is attended not by destruction of either element, but by a balancing of their chemical activities. This is Magnetism Electricity, 1876. Your body circling with oil, basically conductive magnetic particles dissolved when you move through the magnetic field or makes electric, just like a coil. Interesting. NaCl, which we use. Yeah. Anyways, I was getting it. I was thinking the salt. There's two different salts. It's one salt, NaCl. And yeah, and then this is. I'll put that like this here. I'm gonna do a edit right here. Common salt. So I'm going to add this right here as when I do in brackets, just common salt, NaCl. And then with chlorine, just put it like Cl, or Cl, yeah, Cl. So this is what I like about article format. PDF, it will be lost forever. This is Na. Yeah, like that. So there it is. So we've saved it. That's what I meant. Okay, yeah, so basically common salt. So I always try to make it as simple as possible. Okay, so let's go right here, common. So now we have the thing is edited right real time. The two common salts, yeah, the two elements of common salt, NaCl. So we have chlorine, Cl, and sodium, Na, which then unite when united in certain proportions produce a neutral salt, whose union is attended not by destruction of either element, but by balancing their chemical activities. Yeah, so basically, when you have electron and proton, if they're putting together, instead of being separated, they're actually become a new element, a new component. This or a neutral, non-destructive thingy. Now you don't need to worry about emitting radio waves and so on when it's accelerating. Okay, this looks like a circular argument because here the union of chlorine and sodium is used to illustrate two electricities neutralizing each other in a chemically neutral substance. While today's chemistry uses the doctrine of positive and negative charges to account precisely. It's getting some messages right here. Yes, spammer. No, anyways, that's an interesting one. While today's chemistry uses the doctrine of positive and negative electric charges to account precisely for the formation of the sodium chloride salt through ionic bonding. So this looks like a circular argument because these ones are sodium, Cl and sodium is used to illustrate two electricities neutralizing each other to make it chemically neutral. Yeah, so this one is Cl would be negative. I also put that as well. I forgot the thingy here. Common salt. This one, chlorine is, I think, is negative. Chlorine is negative. I think sodium. Let's go to sodium. Let's go to wiki. It's decent. Sodium. Sodium charge. What is the charge? It's negative, I think. Charge. Yeah, so you do a plus there. You put a plus there. So sodium is plus charge. What would the thingy be? Sodium is I'll put this right here. Is sodium positive or negative charge? Yeah, I think I'll put the charges just for completeness. As a neutral is 0, and then a common salt. Yeah, so it's the ion Na plus. Okay, so I'll put the plus there. So it's Na minus. This one is chlorine is the minus typically. Like this is a markdown code for subscript. Okay, Na plus. This is Na minus. So we get those ions of them. Yeah, plus charge or the absence of electron in an atom, which means atom only has proton, which contain charge. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying the mainstream one's a bit out there. Let's go. Oh, Kane 133 is in the house. They add iodine now. They also add anti-casing agent D-Rox and of course potassium iodine. Interesting. Yeah. So oh, that's in the common salt, or what are we doing here? Okay. Okay. Some messages here. Cannot open it, Grok. Okay. I'll just say no worries. Captain, I'll just say the translation is fine. This one right here. Yeah, I sent him this one. It's like, you see that there. Alright, that was he asked me to translate some German stuff, so I used Grok AI. This guy sent me some stuff. Okay. Yeah, Hutch. Yeah, so me and Hutch are BFFs. And the doctor. So when I say the doctor, y'all know who I'm referring to. Whoops, common. So again, this is this is how I work. I kind of yeah. This one's neutral, and then it's formed by these two positive and negative ones. So it looks like a circular argument because here the union of chlorine and sodium is used to illustrate two electricities neutralizing each other in a chemically neutral substance, while today's chemistry uses the doctrine of positive and negative electric charges to account precisely for the formation of the sodium chloride salt through ionic bonding. Yeah, so basically this literally is the mainstream chemistry. Combine them and then they form. This looks like a circle. That's interesting. Because they use that and they also to explain that as well, electricity and that. But anyways, the laws of electrostatics, like charges repel and unlike charges attract, originally introduced by Diffie for virtuous and resonance types of electricities, were not explained by Diffie. He just found these attractions and repulsions to occur empirically through his experimental observations. After Diffie, people were forced to assign all electric objects to one of these two types, so virtuous or resonance, and then even if, as commonly, as explained above, the same substance could be made to behave sometimes like a virtuous and sometimes like a resonance one. Moreover, since the mechanism of these attractions and repulsions were not explained by Diffie, They remained unexplained now in the modern electrical science. No fundamental reason can be given why, quote, positive or virtuose charge should repel another positive or virtuose charge. In an exceptionally well-written textbook on electricity and magnetism, this is Jude John Satterley Sr., Magnetism and Electricity, in 1911, 9/11 epic, published at the beginning of the last century. These issues have been correctly highlighted and mentioned on the study mentioned to the students of electrostatics, showing that scientists and researchers were aware of these problems until very late in the development of this science. So even as developing, this author in this well-written book on electricity and magnetism literally explained that they don't have a reason for why they should attract and so on. So again, I want to keep putting this in here. Electric charge, a wiki. Yeah, so it's like, this is mainstream definition. It's just a physical property of matter, just property that causes it to experience a force. So it's like, okay. So it's just a charge. Like they just label it something they don't know this as that, and then just go along with their day. Okay, this one here. Morton is asking anti-caking. Interesting. I'm not sure what world that's on, but and also yeah, before we go further, because we had John Hutchinson and the thing, and he was John. I got like more than half my emails are just John Hutchinson. It's just hard to keep up. And speaking about John, we'll show here John. Here's a throwback to when Captain Dr. John Hutchison was the lead singer of the Beatles. So he sent me this photo, and then I'm like, hey, and then I sent him all these. So it's like the John Hutchison inventor. Look at his hair. This guy's high voltage experimenter. Okay, look at this guy. This guy's like, who in the world does this guy think he is? This guy is the man. Yeah, this is I'll just send this is some epic stuff there. Okay, I'll put this link there. So there's Captain John Hutchison, and then John sent something funny when I sent that to John. Okay, this one here. Here I said, here's some more pics of you, Captain Dr. John. And then instead of replying, he just forward. Why does he click the forward button? What planet am I on when he forwards? Okay, where did he? What is the thingy go? Where did it go? I don't understand where to go. Photos. It's like, can AI translate? Yeah, I don't understand what just happened to sort of image. Lots more to it. This was sending this one. How did it disappear? Yeah, let's go. Funny pictures or emails. It's like, it's just so many. He just doesn't know. Okay, yeah. But yeah, this one here. Yeah. So he said, the Hutchinson files. LOL. Some are, well, let's say LOL. In my opinion, wild hot stuff. These are the photos I sent. He said, thanks, Matthew. The AI stuff surprised me. I'll search for the German reports tonight. Cheers, Ambassador. Yeah, so anyways, he's saying the Hutchinson files. Some are wild, hot stuff. All right. Anyways, that's me and the doctor. Are you also live on Twitch? No, I'm not live on Twitch. I never went on Twitch. Should I go on Twitch? That's one thing. I was thinking maybe I could do a Twitch thing, but would it be popular on Twitch? Twitch.com. Let's see. But it's all like gamers and so on. 500,000 viewers. Like, is that even real? Oh, just chatting. Yeah, this is categories. Is there science ones? Anything like that? Yeah, this is just wild. Yeah, it's like all gamers learning how to draw faces. Yeah, possibly. I could probably do that. Electorate. Okay, anyways, that could be something. I'll see the views, how much they get. 1.1 billion. Okay, I might go on to Twitch maybe. Yeah, I might just do a Twitch one. Alright guys, I'll do a Twitch. Yeah. I'll put it right here. MES get on Twitch. MES get on Twitch. Alright, we'll get on Twitch, take over the game. I'll put it right here as a note. MES get on Twitch. I never went on it. Yeah. It has more American audience. Interesting, yeah, and it's all live apparently. But does it say the videos and so on? But anyways, we'll see how that works. So I'll create an account. I'll try to get that up and running either for this Saturday or for next week. It'll be quite wild. It has more American audience. You know that's cool. Actually, let's just check what it is. Actually, go to similar web. Yeah, go to similar web. Let's go to similar web as my website. I'll go to oh, whoops, doesn't just log in, man. Like, what's going on here? Unbelievable. Just log in. Okay, require to change password. Anyways, we'll go to Twitch. Twitch.tv. Okay, they bought Twitch.com. They changed Twitch.tv.
Where are we going?
Why is it autoplay? This is trash. Okay, just where's the audience? Okay, 23% is in the United States, and then they have Russia there. So 23% of his audience is a 250 million viewers. And what's YouTube's? Let's see what YouTube's is. YouTube's is 28.8 billion, and what percentage is it? 21%. Yeah, so it has a higher, and it's India. Okay, so it has Russia and the other one, Russia and yeah, Russia and the other part. This is who I am, Fractal. Anyways, so she's a Fractal woman. All right, I'm gonna start standing now. I'm gonna start standing for the last 30 minutes. American audience equals more dollar. Yeah, but also like yeah, so Twitch like all gaming, but I do like taking over the game. Like it's like I do like putting my MES science conspiracy stuff in there, like where people aren't expecting. I'm like on BitChute, I put the math stuff, and everyone's like, "What's going on here?" On YouTube, it's like I do conspiracy stuff, like, "Hey, what's going on?" But anyways, we'll get on the Twitch. All right, guys. So we'll join Twitch next time and see what happens. And remember to support MES. Does this explain why Big Pharma has this low on sodium iodine? Interesting. So Malika Tom says, does this explain why Big Pharma has this low on sodium iodine deficiency diet? Interesting. Well, yeah, Big Pharma has a lot of stuff they do. But anyways, let's continue further on this journey. We have 30 minutes. We'll keep going into this epic stuff today. So we'll learn a whole bunch on electric charge and all that. This is cool stuff. So, okay, so right here. So basically, we left off from here from 1911. He's referencing books from 1911. This guy's like the man. And basically they're saying that they were aware that the electrostatics had problems. But again, it's obviously aware. You just look at this definition. It's a physical property matter. What do you mean it's physical property matter? What is it? It's like saying, it's like saying pushing things is a physical, I can push something. I can make things repel me. It's a physical property of me, but they don't describe how I did it. They just say I can move things. They don't show it's actually, the reason is repelling. He's pushing it away with his hands. The lack of sodium, central digestive system problems, clearly programmed diluted seawater. Interesting. Russia has might have been banned. The Google they sue them 100 billion revenues. Yeah, but anyways, that's what post on Hive blockchain, guys. I keep telling y'all, like, please post on Hive blockchain, and also use this archive app. I use that. So like I use whoops, wrong thing. This is this one here. So if you go to the archive right here, you can put it right here, and then you can archive anything. So you can archive here, right directly on the blockchain. I'll do that right now, just to show you. Archive now. So it shows you this is on Wikipedia, and then I'll do decline rewards. I don't want to. I'll burn it. So all the rewards get burned because I don't want to put low effort content and get downvoted. But anyways, it's gonna be put on the Hive blockchain, and basically it's stamped on here. There's a hash. It shows you the hash. I'll show you the archive details. It shows you these hashes. Basically, what these mean is it takes the full web page and it combines it into a little code. And any little change, if you change one comma, this whole thing will change. So you'll be able to know if somebody changed the post. And it was published blockchain. So I'll post this right here. Post on my blockchain there. And then you can view on ESNC. I just usually view on Peaked. So you can go right here. Where's my thingy? My blog. Yeah. So there it is. It archived the whole thing on the blockchain for free. And now I had the other one burned. This was a Jason Giorgiani one. This apparently he has like photos of little girls, for some strange reason. Anyways, in his house. Anyways, this is so archive the whole thing. It's got some formatting issues and so on, but it's on decentralized. So I have this literally here forever, and so on. And this sets a burn so that the inflation rewards get burned. And this is actually a cool mechanism to burn rewards. You have to burn stuff. Yeah, so I'll just leave it like that. So anyone that upvotes gets burned. Yeah. Anyways, pretty epic stuff. I'm gonna close this. Lack of sodium central for digestive problems. Actually, I'll do it not. Maybe I won't do it burn. I'll do it next time just to make it normally. Before I would have it just not. I don't earn rewards, but then the authors do. Paid declined high rewards. Pay, and this will just go to the authors. I mean the uploaders. Anyways, let's go back into the electric charge. Anyways, yeah, so post on the Hive blockchain, guys, and things don't disappear, and so on. Yeah, so let's go back here. What did we go here? So anyways, there was the scientists were aware of this. So careful were the authors with the terminology that instead of two types of quote electricity, they employed the term two types of electrification. So instead of saying electricity, they're just saying two types of ways of electrifying. That's these authors, which he says was well written. Are you collecting these notes to publish the book? What book? Are you collecting these notes? What notes am I collecting? No, this is a paper written by Ionel Dinu, and I'm going over it because it helps me to like basically forces me to learn what he's talking about, and also to show you guys and also cover each part because I think it's very important. And I'm reading this basically to produce a free energy device, because I think this is the key is to help learn it. But anyways, this one the key is I'm trying to because I think he's on the right track more than anybody else. Him and Lori Gardy, Fractal Woman, on the nature of the ether, like and electricity. Basically, what are positive and negative charges? So, anyways, coming towards modern era, and again, he has a patent for an anti-gravity device with radio waves. Bill, have you gone AFK already? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Anyways, and again, this is a math Q&A, so if anybody has any questions, let me know. I'll go over it. Okay, so Kane says, I've tried to get on Hive 3 times, keeps telling me on last steps not used. Base 58, even though I definitely tried numerous different ways. In Leo, can't remember. I have no idea what you just said. What in the world is there a base 58 there? What in the world does that even mean? Like, if you have issues, message me, Kane. Give me a DM on Telegram. On Telegram, if you need help, send me screenshots of your stuff, or email me at contact. Anyways, it's important because figure out, because again, you have to realize these decentralized setups are they're not as easy to use as the centralized ones because they don't have the money backing each individual one. It's literally random people making stuff, like literally random people developing on it. But gradually over time, it'll just become better and better and better and better, and so on. Like such as this Peak website is pretty pro. All right. Okay, static electricity and music theory is the end all be all of science. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Okay, so Ken will send me. Yeah, definitely. If you have any issues, send me stuff. And also, I still need to reply to Tammy. I think Tammy. Oh, this message get on. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It just shows all my messages everywhere. I'm gonna go to this is a permanentization. Okay, this person liked my upvote and liked my thingy. So I like the post. It earns 1 cent USD. So just a small one. Okay, where's the Tammy one? Messaged me earlier. So I'm gonna go to Painterest. Okay. So this was 6 days ago. Snaps. I think did she learn how to? She still doesn't learn how to do snaps. I'll do comments. View original. Help you make the most of your experience. I recommend checking these out. Hive guide. Okay. Okay, this was that person there. Yeah, this was just oh, this one right here. Tammy, I'll just say no worries. No worries, Tammy. Yeah, I'll just be like feel free to let me know if you have any issues or questions as to how it works, or if my previous are unclear. Great to have you here. Yeah, anyways, she was basically long form content. Don't post long form on as blog post. Do it at short form setup there. Whoops. This person is. Yeah. Okay. I think I will stop. Actually, never mind. I'll keep it burning. Yeah, people want to burn comments. I'll do this upvote as well. I'm gonna do because you get to burn comments. I'll just upvote. I'm gonna upvote. So I'm gonna burn my comment. So I'm gonna burn this. We're gonna do some deflationary setup on on the Hive blockchain. So you literally just burn rewards and cause some deflationary setup in the inflation of their token. I keep saying it, and everyone neglecting the music theory part. Yeah. I think you're on something. On which platform you texting other? No, this is on this one. But you can message me on Telegram. Or you could even message me on anywhere. Just let me know if I don't check it. But Hive has its own messaging thingy too, which is pretty cool. Hive is actually a thingy you can message on Hive. Again, you can literally message like anyone in the world can message here. Nobody can like stop you. You can go on Russia and message, and nobody can stop you. General support. I think I had some messages. Oh, we had a community page as well. Go to MES community. Let's go. This is MES Science 1. I have a Science 1. You could comment, you could DM people. It's like, I was just like, it's ridiculous, ridiculously underrated. I got this website link. It has a good theory about electrophysics. Yeah, but again, I go slow here. What, Captain John? Oh, yes, okay. I'll find the rest and get it translated. Also have the Max Planck report. Roland says, stayed with us, Bill Ross, myself, Roland used the lab at 560 Canby to stay. He took 4,000 photos of energy things going on. Later, I met his brother and I stayed with Roland in Munich. At Dr. Peter Kuczynski, I had a few years ago with contact with Bernard Bredow, and then he got killed. The story, Roland vanished while I was staying with him. He got mentally sick, but later, while I was in the apartment, Roland reconnected with. We talked 24 hours on the phone. Yin will confirm all this. Epic's up. Yeah, so I'll let Yin know about that next time. But yeah, so again, that's the captain. Yeah, so the captain and then the doctor. Yeah, Captain John Hudson and then the captain and then the doctor Judy Wood. Website link gets disappeared. How? Okay, anyways, send me a link if you find stuff. But again, I want to stay on topic. Like basically, the question is, what's an electric charge? Like, there's a million papers, everyone discussing things. This guy's the only one like going at it like systematically, and I think he's right. Okay, so JJ Thompson's let's go back here. Okay, we have 22 minutes. I'm gonna power through though because we need to finish at least this section and see what we come across. Okay, this one right here. Yeah, so this one here, these authors in 1911 were didn't like the electricity how it was defined, and they were careful with terminology used. Instead of saying two types of electricity, they employed the term two types of electrification. Coming towards modern era, we observe the fallacy of positive negative electricity perpetuated. We observe the fallacy of positive and negative electricity perpetuated and enhanced. So J.J. Thomson, he's the discoverer of the electron. This one here, this is I11 corpuscles, electron and cathode rays. In spite of being well aware of the way in which and the reason for which the concepts of positive and negative electricity were developed, namely to explain electrostatic attractions and repulsions, makes the mistake of assigning to his corpuscle an absolute negative charge, electron, and then tries to explain the action at a distance between electric charges by Faraday's lines of force in the ether. All right, so he's got Faraday's lines of force in the ether, and then he's got a charge. He's saying electron has an absolute negative charge for some reason. All right. And this is J.J. Thomson, the one who found the electron somehow. Let's see how the electron was found. John Joseph Thomson. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to go to Electron Wiki. Let's go to the Electron Wiki on this quickly. Okay, the electron is an elementary charge. So the question is, what's an elementary charge? Fundamental physical concept defined as the electric charge carried by a single proton or of a single electron. So, okay, so it's like I absolutely despise mainstream explanation. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to the J.J. Thomson. Yeah, Thomson right here. Discovered 1897. While studying electrical conductivity in rarefied gases in 1850, it is rarefied basically reduction of an item's density, opposite of compression. It basically takes out the air and so on. Low relative pressure falling short. Okay, gas in 1859, the German physicist Julius Plucker observed the radiation emitted from the cathode cause phosphorescent light to appear on the tube wall near the cathode. In the region of the phosphorescent light could be moved by application of a magnetic field. In 1869, this was basically move an electron. Plucker's student Johann Wilhelm Hitter found that a solid body placed in between the cathode and the phosphorescence will cast a shadow upon the phosphorescence region of the tube. For there are straight rays emitted. Yeah, basically a beam of electrons deflected by a magnetic field. So here's electrons deflect. Anyways, it's pretty cool. You can deflect a beam of electrons with a magnetic field, so it follows a magnetic field. So that's the difference between electron and light, like radio waves. From where can I get Telegram link? Which Telegram link are you? This one here. Just go to MES t.me MES links, and then you can go see the chat. So whoops. So we go here, and also you go to MES. So you go to MES links, and you go to the chat. So out of the chat, where for the comments, it goes to the chat. But you can post there, and you can also I should post also everything's on MES links. MES.fm/links. I should put the user profile MES links right here. Telegram. You go in here and search Telegram, and then search there. Social media Hive there. And so on. I have literally billions of these setups here. Anyways, is this Canebud Hive? Base 58 characters to make a pin won't let me bypass it. No, you add a pin. Where are you adding a pin from? Like I've absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I will do it after, but it asks for base 55 characters, base 58. I think that's just 1, 2, 3 to make a pin. So no, you make a pin, yeah, to store your password in. It's like, what are you using? Are you using Hive keychain? Like what in the world are you using? Like, I don't know. You have to realize when you create the Hive keychain, you add your pin. So you go log out. I'll go log out. I'll just, how do I log out? Yeah, I'll go to log out. So you log out, you put a password in, and to store and then you put your account in. This is just a random password that I made. And then you actually have the add accounts is in there. So you add account, and then you use the keys set up there. Then you add your actual private key. Like it's, the password you put in the beginning is different. It's just a local one, so nobody takes it. Nice portfolio links. Okay, so anyways. Yeah, so if you go to MES links right here, you can go check up everything. Anyways, you can put here, and you can also do the mark drop down and see everything. Anyways, check it out and get on the Hive blockchain. Okay, so this is going back here. Definitely to finish. Anyway, so J.J. Thomson's explanation fails, however, because he cannot explain how an electric charge produces these lines of force, why the lines have different directions for the two types of charge, why the lines are elastic and behave like rubber bands. And most importantly, because J.J. Thomson makes the fatal mistake of assigning mass to the ether itself and claims that the lines of force drag the ether, and that this causes the mass of charges and of all matter. So he's saying that the lines of force drag the ether and cause the mass of charges and all matter. The drag is not well explained nor possible, as it is not clear why it occurs only when the charge accelerates and not also when the charge moves with uniform velocity. Moreover, in my opinion, assigning mass to the ether defeats one of the purposes the ether exists for, which is to explain the origin of mass. So basically, you need to have explain the origin of mass as opposed to saying the ether has mass. Okay, so basically Ether arises, gets mass from the Ether somehow. Okay, thanks for introducing Peaked. Again, Peaked is a website. Yeah, a social web first time ever. Peaked is not a actual like it doesn't actually store these things are not stored here. It's stored on the Hive blockchain. So to see this Hive blockchain again, and you can see the exact same thing as if you go to Ionel Dinu. And I just like the Peaked one, just it has formatting better, but I post on InLeo here. You can also switch here. So in Leo, I recommend posting if you want to earn extra ones, and also for short form content. But Peaked is it for just beginners, just use it. But here you can do short form content here. They make this website more like X, and so on, and so on. But what's cool is again it's on a Hive blockchain, so you can actually go and see everything anyone has done, and it's public. So and nobody's gonna steal. So this is the Hive Engine Explorer. This one's explored. Actually, I think Hive Stats. I think there should be a new Hive Stats one. Okay, inline. This is a Hive Analytics. Okay, here's an Hive Analytics. You go to MES account. You can see anything on here, and then it sees how much. It sees the all-time creation words based on the current pricing. It shows the account growth. It shows the posts you do. So it's like basically like imagine you had the insides on everything Twitter does, and not just Elon Musk. Like think of how valuable is all the data that Twitter has. For example, API. How much does API access to Twitter X data cost per month? Oh, it's like Medium Monster Community. No, it's like, but it's a blockchain. I'm trying to tell you, you can do anything and everything. You can go and trade on it. This is Hive Engine Layer 2. Hive Engine. You can go Hive Engine Layer 2 and trade. So what I mean is this is on the Hive blockchain. You can go trade Bitcoin. So what I usually do is I usually trade. So what I mean is this is not Medium. This is not anything. You can make anything you want on it. It's too much data. Garbage in, garbage out is a hard problem. Conscious and interesting. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is this is like a trading thing. This is not this is beyond Medium or anything. But the thing is, yeah, there is aspects of it where you can have a community, and so Peak. It's like Medium and Reddit combined in the way they make it. But the cool thing is, you can have communities that are uncensorable. You can have, I mean, like you can't take down. So Leo Finance is the biggest one. So like again, my MES conspiracy, 56 subscribers, and you can see how much rewards. Now Live in Truth, 23. MES Science, I think I have like, but the thing is, nobody can take these away, and you can see some really giant ones. I think so. Here's deep dives, another conspiracy one, 3,000 here. Nobody could take these down. So imagine you had a million people in one community. That's literally a digital country. Now you sound like a computer science guy. Yeah, and if you go to Leo Finance, finance community. Let's go to communities. So I like imagine this was a million people, and nobody can take it down. Well, like, and then they could be like, hey, let's do a vote on buying this piece of land for this, so you can actually like start interacting with the physical world or governments. Like imagine a million people. Here's a small country that can't be taken away. Is it a trading graph? Yeah, that was a trading one. You can trade stuff. What I'm trying to say, it's Hive is just a blockchain, the database. So I want to go to Hive. Well, we have like 11 minutes left, but we'll get back on the thing either. I want to go Hive stats. I think there's a. But anyways, you can go see all the transactions you ever do. Here, all my posts. You go to the wallet. You go to transactions. You can see these are the actual transactions ins and out, and so on. And some other stuff here. Exchanges. Anyways, it's like literally, it's like the everything app, but like actually free to use and so on. And go. I want to go to Hive stats. I think it was a Leo one. I think I had one before. Hive stats. Yeah. This one. Okay, this was your other one here. So you could see every single post you make, every upvote, it gets saved. Everything gets saved. And you can see all the comments here, and then you can see all the metadata assigned with it, and so on. Oh yeah, now I forgot to ask, how much does it cost? Okay, so API level. So to access the data, price on X, $200 a month is for basic. Pro is $5,000 a month. Get Star, you're gonna have to pay like $50,000, and it just tells you how much you're able to access. But the thing is, Hive literally has infinite data, and it's free to access for anybody. So you can literally build entire AI models on it. So like the in Leo one. Okay, it'd be like ask Leo. This is, again, it's all in Hive without needing any centralized entity. So ask Leo, and like these guys built it on Hive. So they're how much data are you trained on? Yeah, how much data and how much Hive data are you trained on? In general, this is the let's see if it's working. It might not be working. Last time it was. This is the AI bot. Oh, I should have just posted right here on this thingy. Anyways, I'm gonna refresh. I'm like a bidding. Yeah, it was a trading graph. Yeah, you can go and trade ins and out. You can also do liquidity pools, B swap. It's like just think of like DeFi, decentralized finance, like on Ethereum, Bitcoin, all that. This is literally Hive layer 2. You can do a bunch of stuff as well, and you can trade Bitcoin wrapped versions on it. So you can put a pool in here and earn some random stuff here. Let's see, highest liquidity. I think the highest one is 104,000 Bitcoin and BTC, 104,000 liquidity. Which is decent, but again, Bitcoin, Ethereum has like billions, billions, and billions. But this is again 0 transaction fees, layer 2 on a small blockchain, but that's fully basically decentralized. Okay, this is the AI robot on Hive. I don't have specifics on my training data set as that's internal to my development. Generally, I'm built on a broad knowledge based on Leo Hive concepts, drawing from public sources like official docs, blogs. Okay, epic stuff. Anyways, that's some AI bot you can ask us stuff. So you go right here, ask Leo, what is an electric charge? Is there a mechanical explanation for it? Or is that still in theoretical debates? Yeah, Ethereum, yeah, it's like the biggest one. Like there's like Solana ones. Again, you have the Bitcoin. It's more like store of gold. Like Bitcoin is just, but Ethereum has like billions and billions and billions. And so if you go to coin market cap, well, Hive blockchain price is super low. So the best time to actually post is literally now, because if you're earning Hive and then it does like 100x, everything you earn now would be valued at 100x more. So it's small, but they updated their hard fork to thingy. But again, Hive is like literally running strong, even on 48 million market cap. And you go to the big ones, Bitcoin, obviously in the trillions. But Ethereum is still massive. But look at the trading volume: 32 billion Bitcoin, 16 billion. Tether, absolutely like massive volume. Tether volume is bigger than Bitcoin and Ethereum put together. Like think about that, and that's a stable coin because everything's going digital. American dollar is going digital. Do you consider light to be plasma? Well, yes. So basically, according to this theory, I think light is just electricity. Light is just electric field. It's just electricity. Ether going forward and backwards. And we'll get to that more. Anyways, I want to finish. We have 6 minutes left, and then we'll get back to it. Dogecoin, Elon Musk's favorite. Yeah, but again, meme coins. Think about like memes that go viral. But now like entire communities of memes go viral with an economy behind it. That's what Doge represents. It's like literally just community-driven digital economy. And the whole thing. What is blockchain? What is gold? What is all this? It's just well, gold is those are more commodities. But what is the actual ledger like Bitcoin? It's just yeah, that's all it is, a ledger, digital database of telling you who gives money in, no, like who is transacting in and out of something. But anyways, I need to update this thingy. Let's go back here. Comment solved. Okay, let's go here. I forgot to update this thingy. Okay, this one right here. Let's go keep reading. Anyways, JJ Thompson's. We're going back in for the last 5 minutes. I do want to finish up until we get to the next chapter. So JJ Thompson's explanation fails, however, and also let me know if I'm talking too fast, too slow, or too super fast. Okay, it asked for base 58 characters. I understood everything else, looked up base 58, and it wouldn't take any screenshot. Like, please screenshot. I don't know what you're actually looking at. Send me screenshots. Because screenshots tried Hive Keychain and put me through in Leo. I have no idea what that means. Yeah, so you tried Hive Keychain literally logs into in Leo. Like you don't need a pin. You just go to in Leo. So like I have the Hive Keychain. You go to in Leo. I'll log out just to show you. Log out. And then just log in with Hive Keychain. I just click here. I'm not signing in with the pin or anything. I just go MES and then sign in and we're done. Like I had just signed out and in 5 seconds. Okay, this right here. I couldn't get in when I tried on my laptop after fireworks. Too cold here for this. I got dragged into it. Anyways, I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Isn't plasma occurred very high temperature? Well, plasma is just the charges. So the question is, what's the charge? And it's just separation of charges when they're together. So if you go to we'll ask it right here. So here's the one I asked. What is an electric charge? So what I asked in Leo. So what is an electric charge? Is there a mechanical explanation for it, or is that still in theoretical debates? Electric charge is a fundamental property of matter that causes it to experience a force in an electromagnetic field. It comes in 2 types, like protons, positive, negative charges. Mechanically, charge isn't fully explained as a simple mechanical phenomenon like gears or springs. It's more quantum in classical terms, Coulomb's law. Views charge. Okay, quantum mechanics views charges as tied to particle properties in quantum fields with no purely mechanical model. Theoretical debates continue in quantum electrodynamics, QED, and unified theories questioning if charge emerges from deeper structures like strings or ether-like mediums. Some fringe theories like Ionel Dinu's models. Hey, he's got it. Some French theories like Ionel Dinu's Aether models explores mechanical analogies via electrogravity. Okay, they literally, how does it know? It's okay. So the thing is, this is fed through my data, and I'm the one posting all this. And to give you an example, it's okay. So this works. Okay, great that you learned from my posts about Ionel Dinu. Dinu's work. So it literally read from my work. Okay, this is why I like. Okay, I might start using this. Well, then that must blockchain can be used as a private network for illegal activities, dark web. Yeah. But you'll probably need something more private, like what's it called? Like Monero and so on. Yeah. You could do a lot of stuff. But obviously they have other checkpoints. They can like CI is probably like the dark web's probably run by CI. So can a photon also be act as a charge? That's well, photon doesn't actually exist. It's just a ether. It's just an ether longitudinal wave. So we'll get to that back. There's no such thing as a photon. Anyways, great that you learned from my post about Ionel Dinu. And someone else asked about light, and then this one here. And also, what is a plasma? Can light be considered a plasma? This is just for mainstream physics. And the reason why this has this setup here, if I go to Ionel Dinu's, so if we go to the previous one, I summarize everything here. It should have it. Hopefully it has it. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this summary. So, it finally got it 20 minutes ago. This thing wasn't working until 20 minutes ago. So this was deep dive. I summarized my last thing here using the AI bots. Again, these are AI bots on Hive blockchain, and it's different from like when you summarize on Grok. Grok keeps the data. They don't know you don't know what it does with it. This one puts it in here, and it gets picked up by the AI bot, like all for basically like all public. So deep dive into the foundations of ether and electrical phenomena. The recent live stream offers an extensive. This is from last week's, and it summarizes this one right here. It shows Ionel Dinu's work on it, and so on. Fluid dynamic simulations and blah blah. So I summarize every single one of my videos and other important people's videos, so that the Hive picks it up. Even if the videos get deleted, it has the actual summary, so at least you have an idea of what about it. So can photon also act like as a charge? Yes, I doubt that. Let's go back here. So I asked this one. Plasma is a fourth state of matter, an ionized gas where atoms are stripped of some electrons, creating a mix of free electrons, ions, and neutral particles. It's electrically conductive, responds to electromagnetic fields, and is common in stars, lightning, and neon signs. Plasmas make up over 99%. No, light isn't a plasma. It's electromagnetic radiation. So it's radiation. It's radiation. These are actual, like, I think just ether vibration nodes, and the other ones are actually radiation. It's just the full-on longitudinal wave. On which APIs keys does Ether working on? Okay, what in the world? APIs, keys, I have no idea what... Oh, does Ether? What in the world are you talking about? Is Ether working on? Not sure what the... Anyways, asked that... Acid like I'm 4 years old. Okay, no light isn't a plasma. It's electromagnetic radiation without mass or charge. Plasmas involve charged particles in a collective state, while light is a wave particle phenomenon propagating energy. Yeah, so basically, and also when the plasma, if you have any accelerating charge or accelerating plasma, it can also radiate light. So in other words, when you see visible plasma, that's it emitting light to you. In other words, it's vibrating and the ether is pushing it to you. So again, like that musical theory thingy, Big Will was saying. Anyways, pretty epic stuff here. Okay, this was ref keys, that robot. Okay. Anyways, some epic stuff. I was gonna think. I think I'm about to end the stream now. We'll continue on from. I don't even know where it went. Pete. Ionel Dinu's. Oh yeah, I was going to this one here. Common salt, not this one. This one here. I made a mistake right here. I need to this one here. So we'll go start. I'll save this one. I'll edit this one. Accelerated motion. Definite volume of ether. I'll do this. Fails. Explanation fails. Okay. I mean, AI agent you're using. No, this is all on Hive. I don't use Ethereum that much because the fees are way too high. Hive has 0 fees. They use a resource credit model. So I'm gonna go to explanation failed, and then I need to fix this one. Accelerators through the ether. What was the issue? This was accelerated motion. Accelerated motion. This one is a delete. Yeah, and then you go fix that up. Yeah, okay. So fix up the thing in there. Returning to electrostatic state again. Okay. Yeah, we'll get back from here. Can you briefly explain to me about the photon? You said that they don't really exist. No, again, I've done it many times. Like I don't have to. Can't really keep repeating myself over and over again. Watch this right here. I mean, it's physics. You can watch this on your own. I don't have time to explain it. I've done this many times. Watch this whole playlist, and namely this one here. So watch this playlist, but then this one here. Planck's constant is a quantum of energy, not a quantum. It's so photons don't actually exist. It is irrefutable. Photons don't exist. You can also watch my live stream on it. So watch this one here. It's just a 5-minute one I made from Laurie Gardy's fractal woman, her modified unit analysis. So again, photon is based on an Ernest 1 second derivation. Like they define Planck's constant with a 1 second, and when you have that, you literally have a giant error. You literally have a what you end up having is infinite photons of every single frequency. Like think about that. Every single billions and trillions of frequencies are individual photons according to mainstream theory because they define it based on a second, and it's actually just wrong. It's just interpretation is just wrong. There's no way around it. I even asked Raka on this too, and you can also see the MES QA. I did the one on the photon. Yeah, so what is a photon? This is part 48. Watch this one.
We're live. Can you all hear me?
So watch this. Photon, it doesn't exist. It just there's no way around it. Okay, so you can go there. It's just and you can see the photo there I made. Photon. I'll go to Planck. Yeah, this one here. Planck's constant is a quantum of energy, not quantum of action, so you don't get the quantum. This is wrong. You can't have all these random quantum photons. It's just this. You just have a quantum of one energy of any all the ways are the same. High frequency light just has more of these, hence more energy. So much talk I did after a while. Thanks for. I'm 17, preparing for engineering entrance. Yeah, epic stuff. Yeah, this will help you a lot. This will literally help you, even if you do mainstream physics, this will help you to just grasp it much better. This thumbnail is one of my best ones. Watch the thumbnail. Yeah, so epic stuff. Great to have you on here. Because again, you're gonna go into university and thinking, well, when a world is charges, what's a photon, and then start describing things in photons and so on, and just wrap your head around like what actually is a photon. Like if you can't explain it, then what in the world? It's like you need to be able to explain it to like a 5-year-old. Okay, this one here. Okay, that's in here. I'm gonna go back to the charge. Okay, back here. Anyways. All right, that's all for today, guys. We'll go back. We'll continue on to this part here. Anyways, I'm like streaming through like a madman. You haven't taught the photon moving mass is 0. It only has mass in rest state. Yeah, but does it rest? So my whole childhood was a lie. No, it's just the usual. Yeah, it's like when they say a charge positive or negative. You can do a lot of stuff with that, but it's not an actual explanation. When they say it's a photon, is a particle, but they also say it's a wave too. So it's like, okay, it behaves like both. That's what, but they're not either. Yeah, it's basically you need to be able to find a mechanical explanation that explains how it's both, instead of quantum mission failed. Okay, this one here. Okay, I fixed it up. Anyways, guys, we'll continue on with this one later. After I'll continue from the JJ Thompson one right here, and then we'll start from there. Anyways, guys, that is all for today. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed and powering through this. And yeah, even though we went a lot of sidetracks all over the place, but I like that where, because sometimes you didn't need to be sidetracked just to drive home the point of like what in the world is every single sentence being stated, every single claim. Again, what's a photon? this watch I want you'll fully appreciate, hopefully. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining. And yeah, so alarm is done. We're over the limit. I'm gonna go right here. So we have how many people in the show? 4. Okay, anyways. Thanks for joining. And I have a great, yeah, and a new year. Okay, yeah. I'll put this right here. Also, the study about quarks, leviton, and more quantum particles. Yeah, definitely. The quantum stuff. But again, free energy, anti-gravity exists. That's irrefutable. Look at 9/11 stuff and John Hutchison stuff. Anyways, that's all for today, guys. Ending stream in 3, 2, 1. Adios. Ending stream and end. All right, and.